someone to receive a voice note.
Thank you, Commissioners. If your phone is off or you are offline, when you send something on WhatsApp, it will only take one line. So I assume maybe General Sibiya's phones were off.
Can I put another possibility to you? Let's go back a day from the 21st of March. Let's look on the 20th of March on page 47. And at 12:49:27, you'll see that Mr. Matlala sent you a case number. Case number's been redacted. I'm not sure that it's necessary for the case number to be redacted. But you presumably can see what case number it was. And then if we go over the next page, at page 48,
yes.
A few minutes later, at 12:52, you sent a text back saying station. Which police station? Because as we know now, each police station has its own set of case numbers. And Mr. Matlala came back saying Mamelodi East. So he had sent you a case station from Mamelodi East. If we then go forward to the 21st of March again, after he sends you the voice note about the Impalas.
Yes.
At the foot of page 48, at 7:44 in the morning, well, let's maybe go back one chat. He sends you the voice note. At 7:37, there's a call from him to you. At 7:44, he sends up a message. You didn't send anything here. In other words, he's following up saying, why haven't you sent me what you should send me? You immediately respond over the page, 49 at 7:44:23, so that's 9 seconds later, by sending an image of a screen. And that screen is at page 11 of the annexure bundle. And that is an SAPS screen of case number 15703 of 2024 in Mamelodi East. It tells you who it was allocated to, when it passed hands to a different investigating officer, and who is responsible for that case. And it gives the name of the detective who's responsible for that case. Is that correct?
That's correct, Commissioners.
What was Mr. Matlala's interest in this case, and what was your reason for WhatsApping this screen to him?
Thank you, Commissioners. The reason Mr. Matlala sent this to me, it was actually a complaint. According to him, when he phoned me, he said one of his employees, that was a female employee, was being abused by her husband, and when she opened cases, there is no movement. Therefore, as a proxy of that female woman, he asked me to check the progress of that particular case. That is when and how I've sent in this screenshot.
Witness F, I think you know that that answer is false. Do you want to reconsider it and tell the Commission what case 15703 of 2024 was really about?
I still stand by my answer. That is what Mr. Matlala told me, commissioners.
And you didn't make any inquiries yourself?
I did not, commissioners.
Well, what the evidence will be is that this case, 15703 of 2024, involved the murder of Kabelo Richard Mate, who was murdered outside a four-room house in Mamelodi Sector 1 and at a crime scene where 50 cartridges were found. There was no private complainant at all. The complainant was the constable to whom it was reported. And I put it to you that this looks very much like a case in which Mr. Matlala's query would have been made on behalf of a perpetrator and not on behalf of a victim. What is your response to that?
My response to that, Commissioner, I would have not known what you are putting to me now.
And you didn't bother to find out what case 15703 of 2024 at Mamelodi East involved?
I did not know. I did not do that, commissioners.
Before we leave this Impala topic, I want to take you...
Even before you move further, can I just ask about this page here? Witness F, this is an SAPS record that you obviously had access to. What do you mean you didn't know what it was about if you had access to the SAPS record? Because that's the only way you could have been able to forward this. It's part of a record.
That's correct, commissioners. The reason that I did not know, I forwarded it to someone else as well, because at that particular time, I did not have an access to the SAPS system. That is the reason I have forwarded it to somebody else.
What do you mean that's the reason you forwarded to somebody else? What did you forward to somebody else?
I did forward that case number that Mr. Matlala forwarded to me.
Yes, you forwarded it to somebody else, and what happens?
That is when they checked for me. As you see there, on top it says warrant officer, so I did not check on the system because of at that particular time I had no access.
Yes, and you say then if it is true, if we accept that this came to you from somebody else, and because you didn't have access to the record, when you send this to Mr. Matlala, why are you sending this? He's just given you a case number on what we see in the earlier page. He gave you the station. Why are you sending him the name of the people or the person who's dealing with the matter? He's not the complainant in the matter. Why are you giving him the name of the detective who's dealing with this matter?
As I've said earlier, Commissioner, according to him, he was a proxy of that particular person who was being abused. And little did I know that it was a murder case, as Mr. Chaskalson is bringing it forward now. I just forwarded it and then gave him back the report because of, according to him, he was the proxy to that person.
What do you mean he was a proxy? Can I just go to a SAPS as a proxy to a substation and say, give me the details of a case docket? I don't understand. Well, maybe firstly tell us about that SAPS process, but also explain what you mean he was a proxy that entitled him to information about the person in charge of a matter. Thank
you, Commissioner. According to me, sometimes when maybe I took it like this. This is a woman. Maybe sometimes when she goes to the police station, they are taking advantage of her, that they won't listen to her because she's a woman. And then she engages her boss. Now is Mr. Matlala. And then Mr. Matlala engages me. This is how I took it. That is the reason I'm saying a proxy. Maybe she was checking on behalf, as she alleges to me that time.
And you, as a SAPS officer, you didn't think to engage this detective to find out what's happening with the matter, because I would have thought that's what you would do, to find out from Mr. Matlala what's happening with the matter, instead of giving him the details of an investigating officer.
At that time, Commissioner, I did not think of that.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chaskalson.
Sorry, Ms. Chaskalson, unless you're going to deal with this at some point later, I need to know what this is. I don't know what this is. I see the information on the document, but I need to know what this is before we leave it. So maybe I should just ask the question. Witness F, what we are looking at on page 11, does that come from a SAPS IT system, and what is it exactly?
It's a case number, Commissioner.
No, Witness F, it can be a case number. Some of the information on the document is a case number, but the entire screenshot appears to be information from an IT system. Can you just confirm for me that this is an internal SAPS IT system that stores information about the progress of a case?
That's correct. I confirm that, Commissioner.
And would please continue.
Okay, it's a screen that shows when was the matter open and who was it located to. Who is the investigating officer?
And
Commissioners,
Witness F, just bear with me. Sorry, I can't see your face, so I don't know when you are done with an answer or not. Would an ordinary citizen have access to this SAPS system?
no, Commissioner.
So only you as a policeman or your colleague would have had access to this system?
That's correct, Commissioner.
Witness F, before we leave the Impala topic, can we go to page 307?
What page number?
307 of the exhibit bundle. Do you have it?
Yes, I have it.
If you go to 1505.33, you will see that you sent a message to General Sibiya at 1505.33. And before we listen to that message, can you go to 194, which is it's a set of chats from a different number of General Sibiya. And at 194, also